Right, that was a bit loud. I apologise. Scare you guys straight from the off. But we are back for a leg day, and leg day itself, for many, including myself at times, isn't the most exciting thing. It's what some may call the least favourite lift out of the split. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind a leg day. There, I'm being observed. I think they were. I don't know if they were liking my vlog or not. I don't know, but yeah. Oh, as you guys go falling over, yeah. But we got legs. But the reason I am excited today is for one reason, and that is because last night, first of all, I weighed in after a whole day of eating. So yes, unofficial weight doesn't count, as you know. I can state that I weigh this much, but last night, I think yesterday in general, I ate 4,600 calories or something, which is the most I've ever eaten in a single day. I think probably, yeah, literally in my entire life. And I weighed in last night at 90 point... Shit, what was it? 90.6? I can't remember now. I'll put the photo up here. But we have broken past the 90 barrier. I know it's unofficial, but still, there is something very cool about seeing 90 kg on the scale. You know, yeah, it's certainly a milestone. I remember when I was chasing 75 kg. I remember when I was chasing 80. I remember when I was chasing 85, and that took me ages. And of course, not official. Once again, let me just keep stating that for any haters out there. 90 has been hit. Yeah, it was like 2 a.m. I weighed in, and I had to contain myself from too much excitement not to wake up the whole house. But yeah, definitely a cool thing. And also with that, this morning I woke up, toilet. Jesus, really? Does that really have to happen right behind us now? I was parked on the sidewalk as well. Anyway, but yeah, I weighed in, and I was 89.2 something. Once again, I'll put a photo up here. I can't remember exactly, but 89 barrier of official weight has also been broken. So 2 PRs weight wise for me, which I am delighted about, because yeah, as you guys would have known, you know, I've been flying. I had a few flights, a few holidays, a few trips, and that you know, sort of threw me off my progress a tiny bit. But you know, this is the thing with going to the gym. It's not smooth sailing pretty much ever. You're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs. You just gotta keep going, and that's what will separate you. You know, if you're gonna be disheartened by any, you know, like let's say you're on a bulk and you've lost weight. If you're disheartened by that, you're not gonna get far. Sure, you can feel frustrated, but the truth is, you're frustrated. You should be frustrated with yourself, because if you're losing weight and you're on a bulk, it's not the weight, it's not the scale that's lying to you. You know, it's your effort of getting those calories in. And I've been there. Trust me, guys, I've been there more times than you could ever believe, like so many times. But all we have to do then is say, right, well, the weight is not going to go up if I'm not just going to get my calories in for this day. And then from that, get your calories in for the next day. Then all of a sudden, a week later, you look at the scale again. Whoa, I've put on half a kilo, or I've put on a kilo, whatever. Or if you're on a cut, same thing applies. But yeah, we've got there, 89, which means we are in the home stretch. Okay, this is super annoying, those hazards behind us. Like, it's just going to keep flashing and flashing. So I might have to put an epilepsy warning at the start of this video, because yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, we are there, 89. That means we're home stretch. We're almost there. And yeah, I mean, I got a comment. I can't remember who exactly the comment was from. I'll put the comment up here also, saying, yeah, don't force the bulk, which I do agree with. In terms of purely, you know, bodybuilding and gym standards, I shouldn't just force the bulk just to get to 90. But for me now, I think it's just such a mental thing. I've been chasing 90 kg, you know, official body weight for so long that we'll see. I don't want to do that, of course. I know it's not optimal, and like the comment said, I will just put on more fat than anything. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, to be fair, if I am 89 now, I feel like I am on track to maybe hit 90 before I go on holiday. If I was to just sustain the same amount of calories that I'm on right now, which is 4.2k. So I don't think I'll be needing to increase. We'll see. But yeah, that's for something to think about once we get that. But what to think about today is legs, and yeah, I mean I'm feeling pretty good. Pre-workout taken, so I should probably get in there now actually, because by the time I warm up, it's probably already gonna start kicking in. But yeah, legs. Probably no squatting again today. My knees are still recovering. I had a slight setback with my knees, which is nothing new to my life. My knees have pretty much always been a uh, a dodgy. What's the best way to put it? My knees have hurt pretty much for my whole life. So yeah, so probably no squatting today, but we'll be on a leg press. That's fine. And then machines like always to fill out the rest of the workout. Jesus, how many more sirens can we get in this video? All that's missing now is I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling. But yeah, 90 unofficially hit, 89 officially hit. So we're almost at the end of this bulk. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the gym for. I don't know what the first movement's gonna be. So I'll see you in there. Right, we're gonna do what we done last leg day, and that is rather than starting with compound lifts, which I usually do for leg days, or which I usually have done in the past. I'm going to start off with isolation work first. The theory is that you warm up that muscle, properly get the blood flowing into that muscle before you go onto those compound lifts and supposedly help you go heavier. That's the theory anyway. It felt pretty good last time, I can't lie. So I'm going to give it a few more goes before I decide, in the future what I want to do. Going forwards in general, just starting with compounds or starting off like this. So I'm going to structure the leg day the same way we did last, and that is starting off, on these machines. So I'm going to go hamstrings, quads, adductors first. Then we're going to move over to a compound movement, and I'm going to finish off with calves. So hamstrings first. Once again, what I'm going to do, we're going for 45 for the first set, but I'm going to increase the weight for my second set, which may not really make sense to you, but the way how I like to do hamstrings is slightly lighter first set. So yes, I have done a long warm up. That is, on the bike, static dynamic stretches, a couple warm up sets here. But when I'm really into it, I like to do one slightly lighter set and then the second one heavier. So I know I'm fully ready. So that's what we're gonna do. 3 or 4 sets, probably 4. We done 4 last time. Worked well, so that's going to be the plan. And actually, I may be contradicting myself here, because I was going to say I'm only going to show the first and the last set. We'll show first, second, not the third, and then the fourth set instead, just because I appreciate you guys probably don't want to watch 4 sets of hamstring curls, so we will show. Okay, no, you'll see the second set. I know I'm talking before my first set, but I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to show the second one instead. So I'm going to do one here, and then next you'll see set 2, and you'll also see set 4. So let's get this leg day started. Right, great start. Yeah, the increase in weight, it felt good for that set. Here for the last one, we obviously dropped the weight back down and got a few partials there to close it off. But hamstring's done. It's probably the one I hate doing the most. So by doing it first, sort of like can only get better, you know. In terms of not difficulty. In terms of difficulty, it's probably okay. Maybe not the easiest, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's quite a boring movement. Who really cares about hamstrings? I mean, you have to, of course, but in the grand scheme of things, hamstrings are my least favorite thing. Anyways, let's move on. Let's get some quads going. Leg extensions, the most loved but hated exercise by all, I would say. Anyway, last week we increased weight to 66, so I'm gonna go with that again. Warm-up's been done, of course, and now in between sets we're going to start getting our adductor training in. And I don't know if you guys can see, but scratched up my forearm there a little bit from holding onto the thing so bloody tight for those hamstring curls. But yeah, I do feel like holding on that way rather than just using the handles. By doing it that way, you can definitely get into the exercise more, you know. So there's my little tip for that. But yeah. What I'm going to do is show set 1 and set 4. We'll go for 4 sets also, and that's all there is to it really. So we'll get this one done, and then you guys will see me after at the end. So let's get into this first set. Alright, I can't even speak. That first set, very good start. I feel like during your sets, you just want them to end. There is no worse feeling that lactic acid build-up is just pain. But as soon as you're done and you know you've pushed that set to a good standard, it's such a good feeling. Because if I was to finish that set early, I'd be sitting here thinking, or not thinking, knowing at least I didn't push that, and I'd have endured that pain for no real growth. So at least by pushing yourself truly, yes, during the set, it's going to hurt a little bit more. But guess what? You're going to feel a lot more satisfied about 10 seconds later when you're finished with that set. But yeah, I'm going to get some adductor work in. Between these sets. For you guys, I'll see you for set 4. For you guys, seamless transition from me 2 gruesome sets later. We've arrived at set number 4. For set 3, I'll drop the weight by 1 pin, so 59, but keeping this plate on because I want somewhere in between. So that's what's sticking me for this last set. Adductors, I'm not going to show them today. I show adductors every week, and that doesn't mean that, you know, like always, I talk about the importance of adductors. Like, don't skip the machine. It's literally just to my left. Don't bloody skip it. But I'm just not going to show it today. Final set. Nothing else to say really. Let's just leave it all out here. Alright, little rest pause there for that final set. So that final complete burnout of the quads. And yeah, my legs are definitely feeling inflated with all that blood that was rushed over to the quads and the hamstrings. Yeah, I'm going to do one more set on the adductors. For you guys, let's get into the compound lift, which is going to be a leg press again today. So let's go over there and do that. Alright, guys, I know yesterday I said I'm going to give it a couple of days, but this strap isn't going anywhere. It's just being neglected. So since I've lost what hand did I lose? I know this is the right one for it. We are taking it with us. No one's clearly coming back for this, so welcome RDX strap. Can join my other one, and it's going to come in handy. I'm going to do some calf raises today, so yeah, welcome to the family. Alright, last week I believe we had 50 on each side, which felt good. I mean, it was a little bit on the lighter side, but it was the first time that I was doing leg press after machine work already, so it was slightly lower weight. But this week I've put 2 5 plates on each side. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I suppose nothing else to say actually. Let's just get into this first set. Yeah, that was probably still slightly too easy. What was that, 17 reps? Yeah, that felt good. I felt very good. I'm going to go for 2 more sets. I think we're going to replace the 5s with 10s. So an extra 5 on each side. So yeah, rather than 55, it'll be 60, 120 in total. I think that'll be pretty good. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll get straight into the second set. Okay, final set. We're gonna stay with the 10s. Felt pretty good. I think we're gonna stick to 3 sets. I was considering 4, but my legs are already so finished. I think we're gonna do a proper review on whether I prefer doing machines first when we do our car talk or cardio talk, one of the two. Yeah, final set. Obviously, I've thought some calves, which I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you guys want to see calf training? It's not very exciting at all. I feel like most people don't really care. We'll see. We'll see. But in terms of the hard work, this is the final set. Let's leave it all out there. Okay, we are done here. I would say get a pump check, but leg pump checks, no bulk, nothing really to see. So in that case, most likely see you guys on the cardio machine or calves if I decide to show them. Right, as it turns out, this strap that we found today is the other one. This is not the same one that we had on that back day. So, to the person who lost one strap, I am going to leave it up there at the front where the other one was. So, I hope you can find it because these are both left hand ones. This is my left hand one, and this is the one we found. So, yeah, unfortunately, can't take you with me. I'll be going back to whoever's it was, I suppose. So, we now say our goodbyes again. Right, as we wait for this treadmill to start up, we may as well start the reflection. Right, main question that I was posing before we were on the leg press, or after we just finished the leg press, I can't remember now, because since then I've just done my core work. Of course, I've done my calves also. Yeah, main question is, do I prefer to do isolation work before compound? And the answer, I don't know, still. So I think the only way to get a clearer answer is to keep trying this. I'll give it like 2 more leg days, I think. And then I'll do 1 leg day where I start with the compound. And then I'll see that way. I don't know. I think there's benefits to both. Maybe what I'll just do is going forwards, just sometimes start like this, sometimes start like that. But yeah, treadmill here. I'm going to go for 15 minutes. I'm not seeing this as cardio, of course this is cardio, but I'm also, to help me mentally push through this, I'm also seeing this as a continuation and the final exercise of this leg day. And the reason I'm saying that is because this incline walk has been a revelation in terms of my calf growth. I feel like I'm going to make a video on it soon. Because yeah, every single time I leave the gym nowadays after doing 15 minutes, or 30 minutes sometimes 10, depending on what time it is, I leave with a calf pump because of this exercise. And so, yeah, we're just going to essentially treat this cardio as a final leg exercise, which is 15 minutes of calf training. We'll just call it that. But yeah, what is there to say? Really approaching the end of the book. Can't wait to cut. So nothing new. Yeah, overall very good leg day. Knees felt good today. Last leg day on the leg press, because I was like my first heavy leg day back since my knees were a little bit dodgy. I did feel a tiny bit of, I was going to call it discomfort, not really pain. But this week, better. Didn't really feel anything, so that's a good sign, and hopefully means we'll be back on the squats. Because I love squatting, and it's just so annoying for me. If I could, ideally, I would be squatting every other week, but my knees are my knees, and I would say there's nothing I can do about it. There probably is. I've seen physios a couple of times in the past. They just give me leg strengthening exercises. They don't really do anything, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something I need to figure out myself. But yeah, I think next leg day will be a bit of a light one, because that's what I used to do when I was squatting consistently, right? Literally just like a month ago or so, I'd have a heavy leg day, and then next leg day would be a lighter one, then heavy, then light. I feel like that's a perfect balance, because I'm just going for heavy leg days every single time. 3 days to recover from 3 sets of 110 kg squats. Is that enough? I don't really feel like it is. Obviously, it depends on how I am feeling in the moment, but usually I don't feel fresh enough to be loading up the same weight again. So, and typically I'll just do leg extensions, hamstrings, adductors, calves, without any compound movement. So we'll see in terms of next leg day what it's going to be, because it was a very heavy one this time around, so maybe a lighter one next time. We'll see. I don't know. But I think I'm going to keep this chat short for today, because yeah, I tend to always
talk for a very, very long time. I kind of want to watch a Samsung video today whilst I'm doing the cardio because, yeah, I like watching those videos. So, yeah, very good leg day. I've got another 1,200 calories to get in. I'm doing well on the calories again. I need to be now. There's no excuses. We're almost at the very end, so can't be slacking now more than ever. I mean, shouldn't ever be slacking, but yeah, seeing we're so close, can't be slacking now. So gotta get those calories in. It should be pretty simple. Not sure what that's going to be yet. And I've got some leftovers in the fridge, so we'll do that. I know yesterday what I'd done was I had leftover like egg fried rice because we had Chinese, so I had like a whole pan of that mixed with 4 eggs, so extra eggs, 4 slices of bacon, an egg, some bread. Sorry, can't remember the exact nutrition, but yeah, I always managed to find something to scroll together, calorie and protein wise, of course. Can't be lacking on the protein, that's for sure. It's actually, let me just, I know I said I was going to keep things short, but today, right, I was making our protein shakes, the same ingredients, so oats, protein powder, banana, frozen berries, peanut butter, double cream and milk. I was looking at the double cream because, yeah, every time it adds like kind of 150 calories to my shake, right? I was looking at it, it's like 300 ml, right? It's like this big, and that has 1.5k calories in it. So obviously very high in fat, and only had like 5 grams of protein, maybe 6. Can't remember. So I don't know. Maybe there's a little bulking hack if you're ever seriously slacking one day. Just down one of those double creams, 1,500 calories right there, and it tastes good. So this tastes like, well, similar to ice cream because I'm pretty sure they use that in ice cream and cakes and all that type of stuff. Yeah, little bulking hack there for you. Double cream. Yeah, we're gonna leave it here. So, like I say, I'm gonna get that meal in and get ready for tomorrow, which Sunday night chest. Can't complain. I know you should look at the lift they've got coming up ahead of you this evening. I was thinking like, oh right, I've got legs today, but then another thought I had in my mind was like, oh, that means I've got chest on Sunday night. For some reason, I just love that. I don't know why. Sunday night, I mean, something about going to the gym on a Sunday. It's always emptier, which I've never really understood. You know, your gains aren't gonna just magically stop on a Sunday, are they? So yeah, the gym is always emptier on a Sunday, which yeah, I don't know, I just like the vibes, and with a chest day, definitely can't complain. So that's what we've got tomorrow. I'll be doing PRs soon. When we do approach the very end of this bulking phase, we are going to be testing max strength of, well, to be honest, I don't know, we'll see. Bench press for sure. I want to see how much I can bench now. Obviously we've got the 100 kg, when was that? 100, it's like 3-4 months ago. I think we got 100 in Feb. So 110 I think is the aim. I feel like I should be able to get that. Maybe even more, who knows. But that's for another day, so I'm going to leave it here. Thank you, like always, watching, and yeah, I'll see you for chest tomorrow.